All right, I'm sitting down with Mr. Ben Stoeger, and I thought it'd be fun to talk about 2011s. They're kind of popular right now. A lot of people talking about them.
Thought we were going to talk about SIG 320s.
No, we're not. So, for 2011s,
Bummer, dude.
there are a variety of options. We just happen to have a box of your guns sitting here next to us. I thought it'd be fun to talk about what things you like about them, you know, the feature, function, benefit type of stuff. So, I think a fair place to start is the old Staccato P.
Little Stegs isn't that old.
Well, I suppose. Talk me through it. What would, like, if you're speccing or interested in getting a 2011?
That's a 2011.
What features should people look for? So specifically, let's start with the frame. I think that's a good place to start. Plastic frame, metal frame, sharp frame,
Well, everybody wants a metal frame anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's a metal frame, but a plastic grip. And it's like, I like the way that's set up, right? When it's friggin' plastic grip, to me is very, very comfortable. But I just view a Staccato P basically as a vanilla 2011. Like, that's the vanilla flavor.
That's true.
If that makes sense.
Would you call this Kimber 2K11 the same ballpark, or no?
Shooting dynamics, it's very similar. I just don't know, because I think there might be, is there Kimber proprietary shit inside of there?
I don't know that.
Like, I don't know either. Like, I don't know about that part. So that would make it not vanilla if there's proprietary stuff inside of their parts that only come from Kimber. I've heard that. I don't know that, because I haven't taken mine apart that much, because it's been running, so I haven't had to mess around with it.
Well, let's say you were going to buy a 2011 today.
Mm-hmm.
What features would you want? Like, there's different options in barrel length. So there's like the 4 1/4, 4.6, 5-inch, 6-inch.
I prefer the 5-inch gun shooting 9. 6-inch made more sense in the days of 40. Not that I own a 6-inch 2011, but like I would maybe consider something like that. But even then, I don't really love the idea. But I like 5-inch guns, because I like the way they reciprocate, the way they recoil. A lot of people have issues with the grip safety.
Yes, so I've noticed that if we were shooting the Staccato, I was shooting the P earlier this morning, and it was like when I gripped the gun, I could feel the bottom part of this, how it's called, is it memory groove? Whatever.
I don't know what that's called.
I don't know. Like, I could feel...
I don't know nothing about that.
I could feel when I wasn't fully depressing the grip safety, but it was enough to be on that bump to deactivate it. Mm-hmm. And it's like, I've heard of people having issues with that, where they pin them, or they put that band around them that looks like that rubber, like a rubber band, basically, to keep it depressed.
I think where it's headed is those things are just going away. So you'll see the Atlases quite cleverly just delete the grip safety, along with the new Staccato Glaucato.
The HD.
The HD. So that, mine's being built. Did I tell you I got the email?
You did.
And then the 4.5. Anyway,
dude, that'd be fun to shoot that.
Can shoot that. Anyway, that's one issue. Probably the biggest issue for most, as far as manipulation, is dealing with the safety, right? So these big 45-degree paddle safeties on the Atlas, like, to me, these are a game changer as far as how easy they are to use and deal with.
What's the problem with this, or what would people run into? Being not wide enough that you don't hit it, or is it the angle?
Well, for me, I'd say it's very usable. You can see, like, I don't have huge hands. I can still grab it and deal with it.
Okay.
It's fine. It's just, you might have to be a little bit conscious of it. You might have to train it a lot. You have to be careful. Like, or at least I have to be. Like, I have to be careful to make sure I can use the steel effectively. The Atlas, on the other hand, if I'm like trained up with this, that thing feels, it's like there's no thought to it.
Well, there's a big shelf on this also.
It's a big shelf. It's a different angle. Like, there's pretty much no way to miss that hoe as far as I'm concerned. Like, the Atlas is like dummy proof in that way, in my opinion.
What do you like better about the angle? It's like it's quicker to deactivate, or how it...
There's just less travel.
Okay.
There's just less travel, easier to deal with, all the way around.
This one happens to have a metal frame, but you have this one like knocked down a bit or deburred, I suppose.
I think the factory way that they send these out, and this is, I guess, a little bit of thing with the competitive bended 2011s, and they're same but different, but they make the guns very, very heavy, or they make the grip texture really, really stupid. So Atlas, I would say, goes stupid with how aggressive the texture is. MPA makes the guns heavy because they think that's better to soak up the recoil and stuff like that. I don't really like that stuff personally. This is still a heavy gun. It's like 40 ounces, right? It doesn't need to be heavier, in my opinion.
I remember...
right? And this is like the knockdown, shave down grip. Like, this doesn't need to be more aggressive. It's just going to hurt me, right?
Yeah, I remember my friend Cody had limited guns back in the day. I think when like Atlas, before they were like a catalog on them, it was all custom. But I remember gripping his gun, even trying to like loosely to shoot it, and I felt like when I took my hand away, it was sticking to my hand, almost like little needles, just because of how aggressive it was. And
Yeah,
Cody was always getting like bleeding and stuff from that. I just I don't like that.
I don't like that either. And I also don't like. Here's the difference for me between plastic and metal frames. I've been on a range. What is today? Today was day 10 for me.
Okay.
Right? So I was gone on like a military thing, shooting rifles, which don't tear up my hands really, and shooting Glocks, which plastic frames don't really tear up my hands. Right? And I shoot all the time.
Yeah.
Very normal. I did not use grip. Didn't use this athletic tape that much the last few days. So I was on an Atlas for 4 days. I think that's right. No, well, today would be the 5th day.
Yes, it was the 5th day you shot.
Today was the 5th day. So I switched to Atlases for 5 days. It was 2 days of us teaching, which the round count's crazy low. I mean, only shooting a few hundred rounds and not really doing shit.
Then we shot, a couple thousand rounds in 2 days in the class?
A couple days with Kyle DeFore. Right, that was, that's what it is. Anyway, the point is, something like it's not even a consideration for me with the Glock. Like after a few days of that, now I have a blood blister here on like where my hand bangs into the frame. Like I'm kind of calloused up pretty hard. It's just basically the metal starts tearing me up after a few days. Whereas the plastic guns don't do that.
If you would have been shooting like a plastic frame the last couple of days, would you have had those same?
No, nowhere near. It wouldn't even be close.
Really?
And of course, I've been wrapping with the tape. It wouldn't happen either. But I was just getting lazy.
Well, no one ever accused you of being lazy, but
a lot of people have all the time.
That's funny. Do you notice any big difference in the felt recoil between the different barrel lengths? Is it like violent return speed?
So the staccato, so the sub 5-inch guns, like the P, what's that, 4.2 gun?
I think so.
I think it's 4.2. The Athena's a 4.6. I can definitely feel when as they shorten the gun up, it snaps a little bit more, bucks a little bit more. The sub 4-inch guns, like the really short 2011s, like I hate them. Honestly, like shooting them, they shoot like butt.
Yeah, they kick and they recoil hard.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you ever shot like a Walther PPK, which seems like a good idea, but it's like cutting into your hand every time you pull the trigger, even if it's the 380 one.
Yes, I shot the 380. It's awful. The way the tang hits
it's
right on the top
terrible.
of your hand, it's miserable.
You're just like, how the hell am I getting... How is this so miserable to shoot this thing?
Yeah, you shoot like 3 rounds and I'm done.
Whereas if you take a Glock 19 or whatever, it's way different. So it's like, I really don't like the shorty 2011s. Like shooting them, I would pick something plastic.
Do you have any preference in magazine wells? Because I think like one benefit, especially I noticed with the Kimber, I feel like this pushes my hand upwards into the beaver tail.
So I like a magwell like this that's not crazy. The really big funnels, I don't like that, like trying to stick a load and then get my hand around the funnel. I don't like that. So yeah, I do have preferences. That's why you'll see the smaller, like tactical magwells on my guns predominantly. The Kimber has a bigger magwell that comes, like this is their factory magwell on this model. This is definitely bigger and more aggressive, but it's not like stupid. So this one I can kind of deal with. This one doesn't bug me at all.
Well, one thing I noticed, just me holding the hand, like holding this gun, my hand doesn't really contact the magwell there, like the bottom of my hand, whereas that one it does. So again, I think that helps push your hand up high in the gun. I don't know if I'd like it or not. I guess it's personal preference for most of this stuff.
Yeah.
Is there any features that you do not like? That like if you are specking or going to buy a 2011 that you'd be like, nope, other than the grip? Is there anything else that would be a non-starter for you?
I would be careful with the triggers.
Oh,
So it's like I
yeah.
don't want to fuck around with the triggers myself,
Mhm.
and I want it to be set up so it works and it's reliable. You know, like that kind of thing. So yeah, I mean that's just the only thing. I wouldn't try to like race the gun out any more than whatever they did to it. But no, I don't know that there's stuff that I just is a hard no for me.
Okay. For trigger weight, do you have a preference? Like, I feel like 2.5 pounds is quite light in one of those, but you see people get them in the 1.5 pound, like the crazy light stuff.
It's more like the feel. Like the Atlases are like 1.7, but I have a lot of feel with what's happening with the trigger. So normally I'd say that's too light, for example. But on those guns, just the way they're set up, I have a lot of feel. So that doesn't bug me that it's light. So I'm mostly, as long as I can feel what's going on with the trigger, it's not gonna bother me too much.
Is a fair way to articulate that you can put pressure in it before it snaps, compared to having a spongy trigger that while you're applying pressure or touching the trigger, it's already starting to move?
Sure, like you could say that. I mean, I've shot plenty of guys 2011s where they have it just so light where I can't feel what's happening, so I just don't like that.
That makes sense. And then what? A positive reset, I assume.
That's good. If I can feel it reset, that's even better.
Okay. Magazines, I think. Well, like the nice part,
I
you
don't
don't
care.
You don't tune magazines. They all just seem to work. And
I won't tune magazines. Like I'm just not going to do it.
And you haven't had any bad experience with magazines yet, have you?
No. So I have a practice set of these Staccato 20 rounders. I've changed springs on some of them. Sometimes I haven't done shit with the feed lips. I can feel when the springs get really soft. I'm like, oh, this thing doesn't want to feed.
Just when you're loading it, like stuffing the mag, or when it's shooting, or when you're shooting it?
No, when I'm stuffing the mag.
Okay.
And I don't know. I've changed the springs maybe once for the whole set.
Okay.
Not really a strong preference on magazine as long as they're functional. I do like it if the slide stop works. I'll say that. Like this slide stop delete shit, I think is for the birds. I like to have a functional slide stop.
Oh, that's good to know. That makes sense.
Yeah. Well, not everybody does these things.
True. Mm-hmm. Well, this is good. So,
awesome.
If people are looking to buy a gun, I mean, it's like the sky's limits anyway. So it's not really saying like, go here and buy this gun. It really depends on what you're looking for, what you want to accomplish.
Sure. And then these guns are stupid money. Like not many people want to buy these things. It's a small group of people that give a shit about it or are going to spend the money or whatever. And you don't need that. You don't need these for anything unless you're shooting them competitively or whatever.
No, I agree with you. Cool. Well, appreciate letting me pick your brain. The 2011 questions are always rolling in. And I'll be a 2011 owner soon, so then I can like talk crap and say how much better than anything you have, which may or may not be true.
You're getting a Nighthawk?
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to happen, but
we'll find out.
We'll find out.
I'm going to tell you it is anyway.
That won't bother me.
That's the annoying part. I can't even really troll yours. Like, okay.
I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm not emotional about any of these guns.
Like, I like this one better. You'd be like, okay.
It's like if they went away tomorrow, I would just shoot a different gun.
That's true.
It would not really affect my life.
The Ben abides.
Yes.
All right. Well, appreciate you taking the time. This was good.
Yep.
If you guys have questions, drop them below. I'll try my best to answer them. If not, maybe I'll ask Ben to see if he will. If not, I'll talk him into making a follow-up video and we can talk about it then.
Yep.